Just tell me when. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up when I can go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to all our viewers at home, and welcome to JOSAPHAT Sports Stadium on this misty and cold morning on Nelson Mandela Day. What a special celebration day we have here for our South Africans, I should say. And this morning we have a few games for you lined up, coming from the Seafield in JOSAPHAT Stadium. But firstly, before we get to that, we have a touring team here in our region, and they are from Bridgend in Wales. It's a Welsh touring team, and I'm sure they would love this weather. They're used to this. And with me, I've got three gentlemen of the touring party. Firstly, I've got Mark Evans. On my far left is Mark Evans. He's the tour leader, and then the director of rugby, and it's Brent Terrian, that's correct, Brent Terrian. Lewis Crabb, he's the director of rugby, and I've got the captain, Owen Evans, with me. Welcome, gentlemen. And many people have welcomed you already, I'm sure, but a warm welcome, or cold welcome, to Paarl. It's it all for you guys, yeah. Some of our people still have their jackets on. But welcome here at JOSAPHAT, and we're looking forward to hosting you and having a nice game of rugby. Firstly, let's start with you, Mark. Mark? Start with Mark. Mark, you guys arrived last week Friday, is that correct? And how has it been thus far on tour?
It's been quite tough. We've had a tough road, but they've enjoyed it. They loved it. We've had quite a few games as our last. Hopefully we'll make it 2 out of 2 in the rugby. We've come a close second in the netball. And the football, it's been competitive, and we've lost both games, but it was hard, and we played well.
But that's what a pre-tour or pre-season tour is all about, isn't it? To get the experience. Some of your boys tell me, is it the first time that they're out here in South Africa?
A lot of the boys, yeah, this is their first time in South Africa.
Any views? What do they say? What do they say? How did they experience it? How are they experiencing it?
Oh, they've absolutely loved it. They loved the camaraderie, the chanting and the dancing after the games. Such a good welcome. Very good welcome.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Right, just moving on to the director of rugby, Lewis. Lewis, happy with the tour so far?
Yeah, rugby 1 from 1, so can't fault it. Games all you wanted first up. Tough physical battle, nip and tuck. I think our boys deserved it overall. But for me, the aftermatch hospitality with Tecumseh was bigger than what we saw on the pitch, and hopefully we'll experience some good rugby on the field today and after the game in the clubhouse.
Fantastic to hear. Lewis, just tell me a little bit of background of rugby at your school. Is it big? Is it still growing? How many teams and how is it going your season normally? Are you dominating there in Wales? Or?
We're pretty much an average comprehensive team. We run rugby teams from year 7 through to year 13 for boys and girls, so it's run across the school curriculum. So we're very competitive. Play games weekly across all the teams.
That's fantastic. Lewis, now we had a quick chat, me and you, earlier on, and you're quite the coach. And I hear from a lot of people around here. Yeah, just tell us a bit about the international players that you brought through.
Yeah, so funny enough, I travelled over here 12 years ago as part of my previous job, and one of the lads I coached, Ben Warren, he made his debut for Wales last week against Argentina. So Ben, if you're watching, congratulations. And hopefully he'll get on against the Box later on for another Welsh victory.
40.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. And then,
I think you always go back to country, so Wales win, whatever the score, Wales are going to win.
Well, good luck to you guys, and good luck for the match here today. Once again, a warm welcome. Enjoy it, have fun, and let the game be played in good spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
And there we have it, the three gentlemen from Blinterian, the touring Welsh side. That is playing, should say, it does feel like morning, and we're looking forward to some good rugby. I hope you tuned in, and you will watch us live from JOSAPHAT Sports Stadium on the Seafield.
I'll do a little bit of commentating here. I'll do it.
If you want to, you know, Raymond, am I right?
I'll come over. I'll probably pop back over. I'm going to start on that side if I can. I'll pop in and out and just say how it's going.
Yeah, good.
Thank you very much.
Mark the guy there, he's a ref back home. Yes, no problem.
Mr. Evans, are your duty going over here with that? Right.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
It's all right, I know what to do.
Ik eet, maar alles nog geen. Ja, maar alles nog geen. Zo. Zo is David.
Wat moet jullie nog doen?
Die heeft klaar. Wel, al het gewin, ja. Nee, al het verloor, jammer. Paarl het gewin, Paarl receive. Alles goed af. Had ik net zo. Het begint nou.
Aaron, go on to enjoy it now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the JOSAPHAT Stadium as we about to kick off. It's the under-18 team, the Paarl region under-18 team versus the touring team from Wales, Brynterian. Brynterian in the green shirts and the Paarl region under-18 team in the maroon and white shirts. As the kickoff comes in from Brynterian, taken by Paarl. Looked like it was played in the air. The ref's arm is out for advantage, penalty advantage, and here comes Paarl. Just a little chip kick there, but the ref calls him back. No advantage. will go back with a man played in the air. So first penalty. First penalty to the men of Paarl. And they will go for the line. I'm sure it's a good touch finder. They find the touch just inside the half of Brentarian. Be the hooker of Paarl, Andre Conradi, the man from Simondium, will throw in, looking to find his jumpers earlier. And to the front they go, but it's stolen by Brentarian. As they now have possession of the ball. Early on, the ref says, no, you've got to go back. Very close to the offside line. Brentarian forwards taking it up. Scrum off, Mills, he gives it out now to his big men, and he's the strong forward runner in Jones taking it up. Again, Mills to his fly half, or to his fullback, Evans, the captain, sorry. And into the hands of Paarl Region it is this time. Now they come with the short runners, and it's a huge hit. Huge hit on the flanker, the Titus. Little stab kick there from the region, but Brentarian's just going to run this out into touch. So throw in by Brentarian this time. To the front they go and well secured. By the lock forward. Cooper Thomas this time. Has to put up the maul. It's a good maul. It's a strong maul. And still going. They're now on the 10-meter line. They've made about 20 meters already. And it's through their forward. It looks like Will Dawkins there carrying the ball well for them. Out it goes again. Mills to his flanker, or his eighth man, sorry, to Brooklyn Hopkins this time. And now it comes to Mills. Out it goes now to the backs. It goes. Good, quick defense. Now, Paarl Region on the counter-attack, and through their fullback, January they come. But the ref says it was a bit high tackle, dangerous tackle there, so it will be a penalty. Penalty to Paarl. It's just outside the 22-meter area. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring you the teams in a short while. The game has been going at a good fast pace, so there hasn't been really time to get you all the names and all the numbers out there. As Paarl goes for the touchline this time, again not finding touch. Now it is Brentarian on the attack. And it's to the 8th man again, Hawkins.
Let's go, play, free play.
Out it comes to the backs again. Referee calls them back. It was hands going off their feet and hands on the deck, so it will be a penalty to the Brentarian side. It is in kickable range, but I'm pretty sure that Jaden Walter, the fly-off, he'll be going for the sideline here, and he finds touch. That's good enough for his team. It will be their throw-in, so I'll be happy with the touch finder there. Hooker Jacob Bellingham will be the man to put it in the lineouts, and you'll be looking to find Cooper Thomas and Stan McAvoy. He's the two jumpers, the two locks. But he goes to Emerin, the flanker this time. Good variation in the lineout, and up they come with that that maul, that strong maul that they had early on. That's their weapon of choice this time again. The referee's arm is out for another penalty advantage. Now it comes to the backs. Still goes in and driving up, strong drive there by one of the flank forwards. Now, Mills looking to get his hands on it, but ref says no advantage. They're going to come back. As Jaden Walter just want to calm things down. Says let's go to the line. I'm sure the call from Owen Evans, the captain, came from the back. Let's go for the line. And they're setting up a line out about 5 meters away from the try line of Paarl. Right, wasn't in straight, referee says. So they'll go, and the option by Paarl taken. So what is the options here for Paarl? They can either take the scrum or the line up, and I think they're happy to take the scrum. I mean, scrum on the 15 meter. So it will be a Paarl region put in. I'm going to have to reset. Right, here we go again. The reset scrum. Still in the territory of Paarl. So Pretoria enjoying the area that they're playing in. Just it's not their ball at the moment. So in the front row for Pretoria, the touring side, we have Dylan Jones, Jacob Bellingham and Will Dawkins, and they up front in the engine room against Jonwin Noble from Young Gardens, Shannon Chandrik Conradi, Isaiah Philander, Conradi from Simondium, Philander from Paarl Violets, and obviously Noble, he's from Young Gardens. Exciting times, what a wonderful opportunity this is, playing touring sides, showcasing your talents. As it's a big scrum by Brentorian, but Paarl comes away with it. Now the kick downfield into no man's land. It's the captain Evans who's trying to gather this one. Ball still a bit slippery, as can be expected. This time of the day was still the mist around, and so a very slippery ball there. Tried his best there, did the captain Owen Evans. Unfortunately, just knocking it on. Hence the knock on. So scrum in the middle of the field, but in the territory of Paarl region it still is.
No, it's alright, Jara, you got a blind side.
It was a big scrum by Brentorian, the first one. Now again, strong scrum, but Paarl holding their ground this time. Now they come through their running backs, and this is what they like to do. A little stab kick there from the Paarl backline player. Nicely picked up by the captain, Owen Evans at the back. And then he gets carried over the touchline. It's good attacking play. And it was the outside centre. It was the outside centre in Imtiaz. Was it Xavier Swats? Sorry, Xavier Swats, the man from Young Gardens. He's the man who cut into the line there, running. And as we can see, we welcome also the netball ladies from Pretoria. The netball ladies who had a match in Belleville last night. As you heard the touring parties earlier saying, unfortunately coming second there, but that's not what it's about. It's so wonderful to have people touring here in our town, in our city of Paarl. And welcome, ladies. I hope you're enjoying your time here in South Africa and especially here in the Western Cape. Back to the action we go. So as we said here, it was Xavier Swartz, the 12, the inside centre of Paarl, who cut into the line nicely there and then with a little kick, putting the fullback of Brentarian under pressure. And hence the line out. Bringing on the line out now. Attacking line out it is for Paarl as they keep it amongst the forwards. Little double around there by the flanker. And it is MJ Swartz now waiting for it. Brentarian's got their hands on this. The referee says no. You need to roll away. And it's quickly taken by Swartz, the 9 of Paarl. But he gets driven back in the tackle. Big counter shove here in the ruck by Brentarian. But out it comes, still on the Paarl side. Now they're attacking and keeping it up amongst the forwards.
Get off the line.
And this time Brentarian is doing well. There were some hands in the ruck illegally, says the ref. You're not allowed to do that, so penalty to the touring team. And fullback and captain Evans will be looking to find some touch here. And he does so. Safety first. And he puts this one out just outside the 22-meter. Of their own 22-meter line, and it'll be their throw-in. Brentarian's throw-in in the line out. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens, the back of the jerseys of Brentarian, it's the initials of the players. They're not making it easy for us as commentators, do they? So I'll try my best to bring you the names of the Brentarian players. This time the line-out throw is not the greatest, and so it comes out on the Paarl side. And through the hands they go again. They love running, does these young lads from the Paarl region. Looking well after their ball. Brentarian's got the hands. The referee says you've got to leave it. Ruck was formed. Now it's again with the Paarl side. Still, Paarl in hand. He's through the lock forward. Quipman, who took it up this time. Now Swartz waiting to his fly half. Williams it went. He goes inside. Again, Swartz. Williams, he sends it out to the outside backs this time, but still slippery and wet out there. So ball kept closely amongst the forwards. As it was De Jager who went in that time. Now still pick and drives. The pick and drives coming, but strong defense by the touring party. They're not standing back for anything. And then the little knock on by the prop forward. John Wynne Noble, unfortunately, just couldn't hang on to that one. As the referee says no, and we have a bit of a break in play. As the referee says no, knocked on by Paarl. So it will be a Brentarian scrum who is defending like two Welshmen at the moment. I wonder if that defense will hold tonight against the Springboks. Certainly we hope so. We heard earlier the coach said, coach and captain said that I think tonight the game will belong to the Welsh team. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. No, the coach did say that South Africa will win by 40. It was the captain who said, no, he's going to back his country and they will win, no matter the score. But now I'll focus on this one here. It's a big scrum again by Brentarian. That was a good scrum, but they have to reset, unfortunately. Referee not happy how that one went. So it will be Aaron Mills will put it in at the scrum again. Jaden Walter at fly half. Inside centre, Kobe Jarvis. Kai Lewis, he's at 13. Charlie Howells and Jude Lewis, they're the two flyers on the outside, 11 and 14. And at fullback, the captain, as we've mentioned earlier, Owen Evans. Again, big scrum. Referee still not happy. We go through the forwards quickly. Dylan Jones is at 1. Jacob Bellingham and Will Dawkins, they're in the front row. At number 4, we have got Cooper Thomas and Stan McAvoy. On your loose trio, we have Ellis Matthews, Oscar Emmerin, Brooklyn Hopkins. He's your 8th man. And that is the Welsh touring team. Guys from Brentarian, the Bridge End. And if you tuned in, welcome. I hope you're enjoying it with us here today. Always nice to have touring teams coming to these parts of the country. Right, Mills to put it in. Another big scrum again. It wheels around, but ref happier this time. It was Hopkins who picked it up, but he gets tackled there, stopped in his tracks. Again, there's a strong defense by Paarl, but unfortunately in the tackle, knocked it on. Little knock on in the tackle there. It was good defense around the scrum by the Paarl loose forwards. Looked like Dante Titus, the guy from Riverstones, that number 6, who put in a huge hit there. So it will be a scrum to Brenturion as it was knocked on by Paarl. As we just go through the forwards of Paarl region, under 18s quickly, there's Johnwyn Noble at number 1. The hooker is Chandre Conradi. He's from Simondium. Then the tight-head prop is Zaya Philander. He's from Paarl Violets. Then your locks, Oliver Koopman from Stannards. El Nyston de Jager from Gardens. The loose trio, Dante Titus from Riverstones, Zachwell McDonald from Windmill, and Garland Peterson from Stannards. The back line of the Paarl region is at 9.
Guys, our ball, boys. Guys.
The back line of Paarl. So we have MJ Swartz at 9, Andriano Williams, he's at 10. The 2 centers, Xavier Swartz and Imtiaz Kasu. At 11, Newton Reuters. At 14, Jaden Peterson. And the fullback, Sandro January from Young Gardens.
Okay, Kobe, forward first.
On the bench, then for Paarl. Just go through their team quickly. The team sheet on the bench for Paarl under 18s is Chandre. Is Alcisco Williams from Simondia, Marlon van der Berg. As we see Brenturion now putting up a strong maul again. This has really been good for them. As Mills comes away with it, but he slips unfortunately and knocks it on. It was a good little break there by the scrum off. Just losing his footing, which results in the scrum then knocking the ball on as he went to ground. And they will go down for a scrum on the halfway. So the reserve bench then, Alcisco Williams from Simondia, Marlon van der Berg, Raywin Williams from Lower Paarl Blues, Dylan Diedrich from Lower Paarl Blues, at 22, Diana Abelser from Violets, and Austin Lee September from Drakensberg. That is your under 18 squad of the Paarl region team. Big scrum again by the visitors, but Paarl comes away with it through the 8th man, Garland Peterson.
Stay on top.
Good defense, good strong defense by Brenturion. Team in their own territory. Now it comes through the hands. This is what they love. Oh, a strong pass, but it's play on, says the red. They're all in backwards, so play on. Paarl still in position with the ball.
Get off the line,
Jacob! The backs they come. It was Williams, now giving it to his strong forwards, running it in. One quick ball, there's a call from the coach from the sideline, but it's a bit slow. And as we know, good tackle again. Fantastic tackle there by, looks like Cooper Thomas. It was a strong tackle.
Kobe, well done, good boy.
Strong tackle, was it Kobe Jarvis? Cooper Thomas it was. The lock forward with the men in green. So scrum down again, still in the territory of Paarl. So we just go through the back line, or the team. Let's go through the full team of Brenturion. There's a prop. We've got Dylan Jones, hooker, Jacob Bellingham. The tight head prop is Will Dawkins. Cooper Thomas and Stan McAvoy are the 2 locks. Alice Matthews, Oscar Emerin, and Brooklyn Hopkins. That is the pack forwards. back forwards of Brentarian. And then the back line. At 9 we have Aaron Mills. And Jaden Walter is the flyer. Kobe Jarvis and Kai Lewis is the centre pair. 2 flyers, as we said earlier, Charlie Howells and Jude Lewis. They are the 11 and 14. And at fullback, Owen Evans, the captain. On the bench, we have got Reese Wilcox, Harry Mallinson, Owen Bevan, Will Thomas, Oscar Bradford, and Charlie Clear. That is the side of the Brentarian with their coach, Lewis Crabb. Crabb, a very experienced coach, as we heard earlier. He brought through the pipeline. He's coached 2 Welsh players, international players. One making his debut last week for the Welsh men's international team, the senior team that is. He coached him, he used to coach them at school. And the bench of Paarl region is at 16 Lincoln Ontong, Orinian Morgan, Elcisco Williams, Marlon van der Berg, Raywin Williams, Dalen Diedrichs, Ashton Daniels, and Austin Lee September. That is the bench for the Paarl under 18s. And the coach of the side, Xavier Julies. Very close call there. Brentarian almost going over in the corner for the first try. Now, ball comes, kicked on Charlie Howells. Charlie Howells still with ball in hand now, running, missing 2 or 3 tackles, the Paarl side missing 2 or 3 tackles, allowing Charlie Howells to get a good running of about 10-15 meters. Now, the big forwards again. Stellan Jones, the loose head prop, he carries strong. But he might have lost this one. This one might have been stolen by the Paarl side. They have done so. So turnover ball, out it comes to Williams. Gives it long to inside centre Swartz. He gets brought down to ground now, almost on the halfway line. There was hands on the ball. Ref says, yeah, it's all legal, so it's stolen by the Brentarian. Very well done by them. Now it's the big guys coming in. It looks like Thomas. He's had a good, strong game thus far. As the lock forward. Through the hands they come now. To the flyer on the right, far right is Jude Lewis, the right wing. He cuts back inside, gets tackled now, but still the ball on the side of Brentarian. It's the captain, Evans, who gives a little dink over the top. There was advantage. There was advantage for a penalty. Gonna have to come back. Evans not happy about something. He's questioning the ref there. There has been some changes made, ladies and gentlemen, in the Paarl side. So at 1, we have Danvito Adams from Violets. So Danvito Violets is at loose head prop for the Paarl side. At hooker is Lincoln Ontong. And at 3, it's Orinian Morgan. So some late changes. Koopman and De Jager is still at 4 and 5.
Owen Bevan is
Titus is still at 6. McDonald at 7. And Peterson is still at 8. So it's just in the front row there's been some changes.
Jim, you see we both come on.
Take this opportunity also just to thank Western Province Rugby. It's making the broadcasting available for us and bringing you this game live on our YouTube channel, and also CTC Sports, one of our sponsors, and of course Score. So I'd just like to thank our sponsors for making it available for us and allowing us to bring you this game live from the JOSAPHAT Stadium. Now, as Paarl looking to get out of their territory, and it's a wonderful, wonderful kick. Under pressure was Andrino Williams from Gardens, the fly-off. Under big pressure there from the Brenterian loose forwards. But he got his kick away and found some good touch on the halfway line. It will be a Brenterian throw-in. We've got about 9 minutes left in this first half. Stolen this time. No, it's not. Brenterian still within position. Sorry, the one it looked like Paarl was about to steal that one. And some off the ball stuff going on. It's not what we want to see in rugby. It's not some off the ball stuff that we don't want to see in rugby. Just a bit of a scuffle going on. Bit of a scuffle going on the side, which is not what we want to see in schoolboy rugby. Things quickly calmed down by the ref and his assistant referees. So a discussion going on between referee and his assistant. It looks like his assistant, Mr. David Johnson, is just having a word. What's happened there? We're not quite sure, but things got a bit heated up there. The game has been played very well. Some good running rugby from both sides. Good defense. So it's been a good game of rugby, and we don't want to see the game getting spoiled by little off-the-ball scuffles and pushing and shoving, and that's certainly not what we want to see from touring part, from teams playing. And this is it's a festive, should be a festive game, especially for this age group. Hopefully things have calmed down now. Scores are still locked in at 0-0. And we're waiting what the decision of the referee and his AR will be. So ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing you this game live from the JOSAPHAT Stadium. Look, we might have a replacement. Cooper Thomas, not very happy on the sideline at the moment. Ref having some strong words to the guys of Will Dawkins, Jacob Bellingham, and Dylan Jones. The front row of Brenterian. It seems like they were the three guys involved. Also Captain Owen Evans at the moment. It's a long discussion we have here. Referee dished out some cards there. It's the front row. This will be very interesting. It seems like the whole front row. There's been red cards to the whole front row of the side of Brenturian. And that's not very good to see at this stage of the game. So with 12 men, the Brenturian has to play this game now. As Paarl is going to take advantage. They will want to take advantage of this. As they come now, little kick over the top from their scrum half. From the scrum half, Andre Swart, I beg your pardon. Well collected by the Brenturian back line. It was Mills, their scrum half, who covered nicely that time. Counter ruck coming in. The ref says play on, nothing wrong there. And it's Williams who collects from Paarl region, but the ref calls them back coming from the side. The forwards of Paarl. And there's going to be another. Colin Peterson, the 8th man of Paarl, receiving a yellow card for backtracking to the ref. And that will bring about the half-time in this match. Strange little match. This first half ending still 0-0. Some unpleasant scenes.
Hey.
Uitspeel net.
Elke bestuurder de hele week gewoon.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, as the boys are just enjoying their halftime drink, with me we have Mrs. Karis Turner, who is the mother right here of this touring party. She's also the lady in charge of the netball team. And we said earlier, they had a match yesterday. Firstly, before we get to the netball, Ms. Turner, Mrs.
Girls did when I was 18. So it's actually my second time here, but we've done the same sightseeing. We visited different schools, which has been a really nice insight for me coming over as a second time. Also, it feels like I'm paying something back than giving these guys the opportunity that I had as a youngster, and I think that's really important to come and see your country. It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, it is quite. It must be an eye-opener for some of them who's coming over. Is a lot of girls for the first time that they're over here?
Yeah, I think all 17 girls. It's all their first time, and some have come for netball, some have come to purely see the country.
Yeah. I heard that you went to Robben Island. And how did they experience that one?
Yeah, I think it was an insight. I don't think many of them understood what both the boys and the girls. I don't think many of them understood what it was all about to start with, but so it was definitely a really important insight that I think when I came as a youngster. So yeah.
Yeah, better history, and especially definitely on a Nelson Mandela Day today, we're celebrating it. Yeah, so it was good for them to see what behind the scenes and definitely the history of South Africa. But there. Now, coming back to the netball, you had a match last night. Was it your first match or?
No, it was actually our fourth match.
Oh,
so we played 4 games over here on our tour. We're coming towards the end of our tour. It's been really busy. Quite a long 10 days with 4 netball matches in between. But we played Belleville Netball Club last night, which I understand was the oldest netball club in South Africa, so I'm told. Yep. So that was a real experience, and nice to be part of their history and their history of netball.
Yeah, and as coach, you happy with the results or happy? Well, let's forget the results first. Let's think about the development of the players. You happy with it?
Yeah, definitely. Really proud of the girls. They've stepped up and they've really improved throughout the 4 games. It's not all about the scores, and for these girls, they're very competitive, but it's the experience of playing against better players sometimes. They've really developed as a team. Both teams have really come together throughout. We played 2 matches at each fixture, and both teams have really come together and grown, and their development as part of netball and their skills have really improved throughout, which is something I'm really proud of and proud to see, and proud to experience and give them the opportunities.
Oh, that is so good to hear. And have you still got games left for the
No.
tour? Is this your last?
This
your last one yesterday?
Last netball one yesterday, last rugby one today, and then we head to Stellenbosch for a...
No, you're of course you're big in the netball. You're the head of netball, but for tonight the rugby. I have to ask you also your prediction for tonight: Springboks versus Wales. Your rugby coach earlier said Springboks by 40.
Oh, 5-40.
But your captain said, the first team rugby captain said, he thinks Wales is going to take the one.
I'm going to have to go with Springboks, unfortunately. However, it breaks me to say, but yeah, probably Boks by 24.
24. Well, all the best, and thank you
very
so
much.
And once again, welcome. Enjoy the rest of your tour, and all a safe journey for you after this. Then
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
She loved that. Loved that too. Thank you very much. She loved that too. You can tell us how many 10 minutes up.
Right, we're back here live to the live rugby action, ladies and gentlemen. And as we said earlier, score is still locked in at 0-0, and doesn't look something doesn't make for good reading on your screens at the moment is the cards that was received. The 3 reds and the 1 yellow. That's something, yeah, let's not go there. Let's rather stick to the rugby. Let's stick to what we came out to see. So it will be an attacking lineup for the Paarl side, which is about 10 meters from the try line off Penturian. They would really put, now, as you know, it's 12 on 14 at the moment, and the big maul comes in, but that's illegal. Referee says no, illegally done. He calls them back. Referee says no, let's do it over again. He's just explaining. He's having a word with his assistant referee. And it will be a penalty to Paarl. Don't understand that call, but nevertheless, he's the man with the whistle. Now, Paarl, are they going to take the quick tap, or are they going to set up a line out? Yes, they go for the line out again. Taking it now 5 meters from their try line. The crowd starting to build nicely also, coming to support the young men from the Paarl region. Right, out it comes now to the home side back line, and it's through one of their strong runners. But they've lost this one, and Penturian comes away with it, and it's a nice relief kick. It's a very nice relief kick, but Paarl decided to play quickly. It's all fine, says the ref, until he says no, it's not fine. So they're going to have to come back for the line out, but it was a great relief kick by the flower. Jaden Walter of Penturian, who got away with it there. Paarl knocking that one on in the 22. And it's going to be a Paarl, sorry, yeah. He's going to be a Paarl lineup. And Again, there's some words between referee and captain. Out he comes now. But last but he went backwards from the Paarl side. They're still in possession. Still in possession. Through the hands they go, but it's good defense. Good defense by the men in green. And that one goes over the far touch side. Still in the half of the Paarl under 18s. As they're trying to break through the defense of the Britannian team. So Thomas, the big man Cooper Thomas, he's back on the field. He left just before halftime through an injury. He received some good attention. Now back. Here they come. Through the hands again. Paarl, who loves running with it. Ball slippery, but he's taken his gathered well. The left wing there. Greatest it was. But he's holding on. And over the ball was the Britannian defense. And they've actually done very, very well thus far. And so they deserve that penalty. With 12 men against the 15 of Paarl region. Sorry, 14 Paarl region, obviously with a yellow card still. And to the line they go as they find touch inside the 22 of Brintarian, and they'll be on the attack. Oh, sorry, in the 22 of Paarl region. Brintarian, sorry. They on the attack. And with the hooker off for a red card. And his two mates, Dylan Jones and Will Dawkins, all three of them, the whole front row of Brintarian receiving red cards. So the rest of this game, it will be 12 men on the field for Brintarian against at the moment, 14. Still 4 minutes on the clock for the yellow card of Paarl region. And that's good, strong defense by the forwards of the men in maroon and white. And they win the line out. And it's a throw in. It's a throw in then for Paarl region. Over the top it goes. Didn't find his man, but it's the big guy at the back. He finds in Ontong. Now, big kick coming in, but it's charged. Forwards are calling to the right, but to the left they decide to go. And it's Jude Lewis, the right winger, who's on the far left, doing some duty on the left side that time, taking it up nicely. And referee says come back, no advantage. And they were offside, the Paarl side. And it's going to be interesting what the captain, Owens, he's the man with the ball at the moment, ball in hand at the moment, decides, interesting what his decision will be, if he's going to go for posts. Yep, it is. So very clever. So I think it's the right decision at this stage with no score on the board and with 3 men less than the opponents. Let's get some points on the board. Let's give our forwards, or give our whole team a bit of a rest. Not very easy to defend when you have 3 more players of your opponents running at you. And that's the first points then. The kick coming from fly of Jaden Walter. He makes sure to put the first points of this match. And after a full 38 minutes of rugby, we have the first points in the second half. Remember, these boys play 35 minutes aside. And after 3 minutes in the second half, it is Brintarian, the touring side from Wales, taking the lead. Kickoff come, nice hanging one. And that's into the 8th man. It looked like Brooklyn Hopkins at the time who took the ball up. But it's Paarl who has stolen this one. Paarl who has stolen this one, and it's been a scuffle again. So there's just a bit of a time off here as we have an injury. There's a bit of an injury on the field to one of the Brentorian players. Also again, a little scuffle off the ball stuff, which is not needed. Not in this age, but not in rugby. It's unnecessary. Only just a little bit of handbag stuff and lipstick stuff. You don't touch my lipstick and don't touch my handbag. Pushing and shoving. Again, referee has words. With his ARs. You see another replacement now coming on. Number 23, Austin Lee September, entering the field. He gets called back off. He's back off the field. Nope. The card is back on from Paarl. Full to their full complement of 15 players now. It was Tante Titus who received the yellow card. He's back on the field now. And now, the Brentorian men.
Shall I come back on? Do I need to come back on?
And as we just have a look at the spectators coming in, slowly but surely. Crowds starting to grow in support of the young men. This is the first game of the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After this, we'll have the under-20s of Paarl region taking on the under-20s of Southern region. We're expecting a good game there again, good running rugby. We're back to the live action on the sea field here in JOSAPHAT Stadium. So Paarl now playing quickly. They come to the left, change the direction. It's a drop kick coming in, which will be way to the left. So after serving their time, the Brentorian players are back. They see a little bit less time than the senior professional players who received a 20-minute red card. They are back on the field. They're back to their full complement. So we'll have 15-15 again. Scrum down to Paarl on the attack. They're on the 22-meter line of the touring team. Now, scrum off. Swartz try to go quickly. Now they get it away through the hand, and it is in for the first try. Paarl region getting in for their first score of the day. It's been a long time coming. We've got 49 minutes of play before they're going over for their first points of the day. Just trying to find out who went over for that try. Came from broken play. It does look like the 5 lock, Almeiston de Jager. Just want to make sure it is the 5 lock, Almeiston de Jager from Young Gardens is the man who went over on the left-hand side. And the conversion kick coming in, but it won't be there, so score will be 5-3 in the favour of the Paarl region. Unsuccessful conversion kick by the Sandro January. And it's a restart now at Bryn Tyrion. They will want to hit back straight away. Big high hanging kick coming in. And it is the Ontong who takes it in. Big hit on him. Now, his hands on the ball. Bryn Tyrion, that they went over and then did not support their own body weight. So it will be a penalty to Paarl region. And then a bit of ill discipline. We'll see them march back 10 meters. 10 more meters. Ill discipline there. Kicking the ball away after the penalty has been given to Paarl. Now, they want to get out of their half. He's the fullback again, January. He's going to try and find some touch, and he finds good touch. Just outside the 22. Be a throw in at the line out for the Paarl side. Who has now found some new energy, some new power after that try, the first try. A few moments ago, through their lock forward, Almeiston de Jager. Now ball goes in. And it's a maul trying, but it's a good counter, good defense at the maul then by Bryn Tyrion, and they win the penalty. And this time the discipline is not there from the Paarl side, so 10 meters, 10 more meters to the team of Princeton. It's the captain, Owen Evans, who's going to try and find touch. He finds touch on the 10-meter line of Paarl. This game's still very much in the balance. Can go any way, can go in any side's way. Yeah. And there will be a throw in for Bryn Tyrion on the 10-meter line of Paarl. So the hooker find his jumpers this time.
No, in the middle, Reese.
Looks like Reese Wilcox, the man to put it in. Who's he going to look to find? Oh, that's when one goes a bit wild, and it's a skew, the ref says. Yeah, not a bit, quite a bit. So it's going to be a decision time for Paarl. And they decide they're going to go for the line-out. It'll be hooker. Ontong throws it in, but it's stolen away from Thomas. By Thomas Lock from Bryn Tyrion. There's hands on the ball, but ref says leave it. No, the forwards keep it up amongst the forwards as one of their flankers. It looks like Oscar Emmerich now running in. And Paarl has won the penalty at the ruck. Paarl has won the penalty at the ruck.
That's right, coach.
Looking to find touch again. Keep the pressure on the Bryn Tyrion side. They are in the lead, but only by 2 points. We've got about 17 minutes left in this half. It's fullback, Lissandro January finding touch. A bit of a spill there by Owen Evans. Couldn't gather that one. And over the touchline it goes. There'll be a Paarl throw in. Exactly what they wanted. And can the hooker.
Oscar.
On the hooker, Morgan. So it's Lincoln Ontom. Can he find his jumpers? No, it's stolen again by Brentarian, but it's a scrappy ball. Gathered in by Paarl. And again, it's a good, strong counter-ruck by the Brentarian side. But it comes out in Paarl's side. Yeah, they drive it up 1 or 2 meters made by the forwards. Now, to the backs they go. Through the hands, long, strong passes, quick defense, rush defense by Brentarian, and they've won this one. There's been a knock-on advantage in the midfield for Brentarian. It's still with him. And to the left, to the short side they go, through the 8th man. Hopkins that time. Now, backs, the outside backs calling it to the ball side on Brentarian. Hence, they created that pressure, and then knock-on coming from the Paarl side. It will be a put-in for Brentarian. Right, scrum time in the middle of the field, just inside the half of Paarl region. Steady scrum by Brentarian and by Paarl's good ball now. To the backs they come, and it's Kai Lewis who took it up for the touring team. Now, quick they come through the hands, as it is. It's Walter, the fly half, who took it up. Now it's secure, ball well secured. There might be some offside play here, as the Paarl side is going offside. And it's again the fly half, Walter now looking for touch. So just inside the 22, it will be a Brentarian throwing into the lineup. As we see the replacements coming on now. Replacements on the side of Paarl, 3 men joining. We have Conradi, who's on the field. I'll get you that numbers quickly. It does look like the try scorer. De Jager has left the field. Also, Morgan, the tight head, has left the field, and fly half Williams, Andrino Williams, has been replaced. Now we're back at the live action. Brentarian, they secure their ball from the line. It wasn't very neatly or cleanly taken, but they still, nevertheless, they still have the ball. Now the big men again, as they come through. Will Thomas that time. He gets stopped in his tracks, but here they come through the backs. And it's a good line running by the inside centre, Jarvis. Now, through the forwards they go. Oscar Emmerin. He drives it up, and this is good ball for the backs. Here they come, through the hands of Captain Evans. Now to the outside they play. Brentarian on the attack inside the 22 of Paarl. Referee not happy, calls them back. No advantage, so they're going to have to come back. It's going to be a knock-on. There was a knock-on in the tackle again by Paarl. So it's going to be a scrum down right in front of the poles, in the middle of the field, in the 22 of Paarl region. So Brentarian's got some options here. They've got options to the left and right. Connor Evans, the captain, the man from fullback, taking duty at fly half. He's the man calling the shots. They're going to have to reset. The very disrupted and sloppy scrum. People lying, bodies lying all over the place. And there's a stoppage here in time. As one of the players needs some attention. There's about 11 and a half minutes left. About 11 and a half minutes left of play in the second half, I'm sorry. Score still 5-3 in the favor of the Paarl Invitational side. Under 18s this is here at JOSAPHAT. This is Elton Busey bringing you this game live from JOSAPHAT. It is Paarl region under 18 invitational side versus Brenterian. If you just joined us, we have Brenterian from Breach End in Wales. It's a touring side playing their last match of their tour here in JOSAPHAT. You can catch us live on our YouTube channel. Western Province Club Rugby, or Western Province Rugby live. And score at the moment 5-3 with 11 and a half minutes, say about 11 and a half minutes to play. That's 8th man. Hopkins now picks it up for Brenterian, but he gets stopped in his tracks by good defense of Paarl. But still they bring it through their forwards. Now, it was the inside centre, Jarvis taking it up. He gets tackled neatly, but he secures and looks after the ball well. Still against amongst the big men, they keep it. Cooper Thomas, the lock forward, the big strong lad. It takes about 3 or 4 men to bring him to the ground. Has Paarl stolen this one? What is the referee? He says, no, you've got to release. Tackler has to release. So it's going to be a penalty on the side of Paarl. No, on the side of Brenterian. It's going to be a penalty on the side of Brenterian, as the Paarl tackler did not release the player after the big hit he put in. So here's an opportunity. What does Captain Evans say? This is now if they go to polls, yes, and that's the decision. So this is now to take the lead 6-5 if we're successful, with about 10 and a half minutes left to play. It's going to be fly half Jaden Walter. He's going to take the kick. Polls, try and get the 3 points for his team. He puts it over. Yep. And that's the end of the game. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. The ref was running his own time, and it was those cards and the hold up, the injuries. Threw us out a little bit with the time there. So it is Brenterian who takes the win in the end, 6-5. So congratulations to our victorious team then, Brenterian, under 18s, who gets one over the Paarl Invitational side, 6-5 in the end. It was, there was some good passages of play, and there was some sloppy passages of play, unfortunately, we have to say also. But nevertheless, congratulations to the men from Wales, winning this one, 6-5, in the last dying seconds, putting the penalty kick over. It'll be a happy coach, Lewis Crabb, winning their last game of the tour, and we wish them well and a safe journey back to Wales, and we do hope that we will meet up with them in the future again. And straight after this one, of course, next up will be the Paarl region under 20s. Paarl versus the Southern region under 20s. We'll be back in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned in as we bring you this game live here from JOSAPHAT Stadium in Paarl. We'll see you soon. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our live broadcast here, live from JOSAPHAT Stadium, where we will have the Paarl region under 20s. And the visiting team, Southern Region, the Southern Region visiting us here in Paarl. And we're looking forward to running rugby in this cold afternoon, unusual cold afternoon this time of day. Anyway, our referee for the next game, Mr. Alfredo Boyson, is the head ref, and his assistant referees, Kobus van Graan and David Johnson, as we have a look at the Paarl under 20 team. It's in the front row, Benito Carolison, Jovan Walters and Hilton Baikies is the men in the front row for Paarl. Then at locks we have Zaya Driscoll and Eisen van Rooyen, the two men from Lower Paarl Blues. Then the loose trio is Johan Spotter, it's Colin Lee Boudenhorst, and Nihagen Koopman is the loose trio. And at the backs, the men at the backs, the back line for Paarl region is Ethan Oka, is Tian Wilskut at 10. And the centre pair of Ian Thomas and Joshua Walters, they want to be steady in the middle there for the Paarl team. The flyers, the wingers, Lucran Truter and Jaden Ladouce, the two wingers for Paarl. And the man at the back, die laaste vesting, soos hulle sê in Afrikaans, Jade Will de Villiers, the man from Lower Paarl Blues. On the bench, Nathan Hendricks, Heinrich van Wyk, Cody September, Ethan Cookson, Faisal Lanier, Caleb Lindrod, Cleishan Baron and Gregan Kibadu. The side also coached by Gershwin Paulse and the manager Lee Scholes. Gershwin Paulse, the man from Riverstones, the head coach, as we await the teams to run on. Then it was Paarl who won the toss, and they will be receiving, and they will play from left to right. The team of Southern Region. We just wait for the Southern Region under 20 team. Also, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. And we'd like to thank Western Province Rugby Union. It makes it available for us and makes it possible for us to bring you these games, or this game here, the under 20s, the curtain raiser for the big one later on. And also CTC Sports and Score. Yes, as we go now to the Southern Region team. Just Southern Region under 20 team is Joshua Dirk, Nathan Nkambi, Chad Tewers, the men in front, Chad Tewers, Joshua Dirks, Ntando Nkambi and Chad Tewers. That is the men for the under 20 team in front. As the Paarl side just taking the field. At locks for the Southern Region is Jasper van der Westhuizen and John Mahebe. Then the eighth man, Aidan Brooks, captain at number 8 for the Southern Region team. At 9 we have Inam Kondlo, and at 10 Siman Ndibi. Siman Ndibi, he's the fly-half for the Southern Region. And the centre pair for the Southerns team is Diego Davis and Junior Onke. In at wings at 11, Lyndon Pochenpoel, and right wing, Anem Razek. And at fullback for the team is Inam Mashika. On the bench, Sky Isaac Martin, David Hoskins, Jeremiah Coney, Inga Ngoloti, Nentemba Ngwane, Kurtley Ursen, Devon Irons, and Azande is the team of the Southern Region under 20s. It will be Paarl who will be receiving, and they'll play from right to left. They are the men in the blue strip on your screens, and from left to right it will be the Southern team. They are the guys with the red in their jerseys, so they from left to right, and they'll get the kickoff going. left to right. Again, under 20s of Southern Region visiting Paarl Region, and it's gathered well by the 13 of Paarl. It was Joshua Walters who took it up first time there. Walters now. Out it comes to the fly half of Paarl. Wilskut with a kick, long kick downfield, but it's collected by the left winger, Pochenpoel of the Southern Region. He gets it out now to his other teammates at the back line. Strong run by the outside centre, Onke. He goes to ground. Southern team still looking after the ball nicely. Strong run, a fullback. It's a very unusual place for a fullback to be, but it's Inam Mashika that took it up. And a kick coming in. Fly off, DB trying to find some grass. He had the advantage to play with. Trying to find some grass behind the backline players of Paarl. Unfortunately, directing to touch, but they had the advantage. So it will be a penalty. They're inside the half of Paarl. Look to find touch. Will be fly off in DB. Beg your pardon. And it's a good touch finder. It's all safe. Safety first, he says. So it will be a throw-in. First line out of the game. It would be the hooker. Nkambi. Ntando Nkambi is the hooker of the Southern team. They'll have the lineouts and he'll be looking to find his jumpers in Jasper van der Westhuizen and John Mahebe. It's a 5-man line out for the Southern team as they go to the front. It is that man, van der Westhuizen, who gets it high. Now to the backs they go. Nice little double around by Ndibi. He gets it away as it was cut in by the fullback. Mashika there, but he gets tackled well. And it's a no advantage. Referee comes back. Penalty. There's a late tackle. There's a late tackle on the fly half in DB. So that's 2 penalties now. Paul, want to be careful not to give away penalties in their side of the field. And this time it will be the 8th man. Aidan Brooks, the captain, took the ball and took the kick himself. And he finds touch. Not the best kicks in the world, but job's done. Found his touch inside the 22 of Paarl. Will be there, throwing in the lineup. Hooker Nkambi again. Is he going to go to full line out this time? He goes to Van der Westhuizen, but it's stolen by the Paarl side this time as they come away with it. Looks like Wilskut there with a long kick. That ball lost by the right winger of the Southern team. It was Razik who knocked it on, but the ref said backwards. Let's play on. Now we've got some runners waiting. The forwards, the big forwards. Again, a wayward pass going. Well covered up by Captain Brooks there again. But it's being held up in the middle field now as Southerners try to put in a maul. But it's being held up. It's being held up by the Paarl side. What does the referee say? No, it looks like Paarl will win this one. It was a maul. And it was the defense of Paarl who held well and they kept the man up. So to the first scrum we go. First scrum of the match. The men from Benito Carolus and Jovan Walters and Hilton Bikes in the front row of Paarl. They would want to start this game strongly against the front row of Joshua Dirks, Ntando Nkambi and Chad Tibbs. Is the men in the tight engine room, the front rowers of the two sides. Again, our main man in the middle, the referee, Mr. Alfredo Boyson, and his assistant referees is Mr. Kobus van Graan and David Johnson. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in. This is the under 20 match. My name is Elton Buzik, and I'll be bringing you live commentary for this game, bringing it to you from JOSAPHAT Stadium here in Paarl. We've had about 5 minutes of play in the first half, still no score. as we said, for the first scrum. And it's okay. It's a big scrum by the Paarl side, and they're going to win this one. Scrum did wheel around a little bit, but Paarl's forwards did enough there to win the penalty at the first scrum for them. The Wilskut, the fly-off, man from Lower Paarl Blues. He's going to try and find some good touch for his team here. He'd want to get this out first, rather than distance, and he does so very, very well. He takes play up to the 22 meter. Up to the 22 meter line of the Southern Region team. It's the first attacking line out for Paarl. And the hooker is Jovan Walters, the Violets man, Paarl Violets man. He's going to try and find jumpers in Zaya Driscoll and Eisen van Rooyen. Both locks playing the rugby at Lower Paarl Blues. Big throw, and it's a high one, taken well by the forwards. Now it was Driscoll who won that, and Van Rooyen coming with a bursting run. And a round double scrum off O'Case. He's done well. They want a secure ball, and as the runners are waiting for it, forwards look to pick and drive, but no. And fly half, Wilskut had to go and do duty, and now Paarl hits straight through the middle, through the inside centre. Thomas, that time. He had a good run. Now, quick ball to the right, they go. They need some good hands here, and a huge hit. There was no arm tackle there, the ref says, or the crowd says, but the refs are happy with the tackle. Unfortunately, went into touch. As we know, the touch line also an extra defender, and he wins the race, the touch line that time. And just ran out of space, did the Paarl side there, but they came out to the right quickly there. And now Paarl in the attack. Now again, Paarl still defense holding, the Southern defense holding at the moment. Paarl still with the ball in hand. Now, O'Case looking for runners. Wilskut, he gives it to his lock forward in Driscoll, but he couldn't hold on. Ref says no advantage. They're going to come back. They're going to come back for the penalty as Wilskut goes quickly. He gives it to the outside. And it's try time. First try for the team of Paarl in the right-hand corner. And it's the fullback, Jade Bull de Villiers, the man who went over in the corner. Fantastic play by Paarl. And Paarl's going to try and add the extra 2 to Wilskut. Young Wilskut, the man who also plays rugby for Lower Paarl Blues. He's going to try and add the extra 2 points. And it looks quick, so good, and it's a solid kick, as you can hear from his teammates. And the flags go up, so it's 7-0. 7-0 it is.
Kilo 1. Kilo 1.
Just a correction. We had 1 linesman. Correction, ladies and gents. The kick was unsuccessful, so it stays at 5-0. Stays at 5-0 to Paarl. As we're back at live play now, and it's a fiery play by the hooker, Walters there, of the Paarl side. Now, Southern team has stolen it. Paarl trying to steal it, but the ref says, no, you went off your feet and you're not supporting your body weight. There's an advantage for the Southern team. They come through the big forward there, Joshua Dirks. And they win the penalty. Referee says no, you went off your feet and did not support your own body weight. And decision time for captain Aidan Brooks. The 8th man, captain, looks like he's going to take the kick himself. He decides he's going to go to poles. As Brooks, look now, we want to get his team on the score sheet. Penalty inside the half. Paarl just outside the 22, but he doesn't connect this one nicely. He's going to roll over, looks like he's going to roll over the dead ball line. Yep, he does. It's going to be a 22 kickoff. So unsuccessful with the penalty kick then was Brooks. And Walscott, the fly off of Paarl, he's going to take the 22 drop out. Long drop kick. And it's a fullback then, Mashika of Southern Region, trying to run it back at the team of Paarl now. Gets tackled inside his own half. Quick ball near it, and they get. And through the forwards they come. It's a big hit on John Mahebe, the lock forward of Southern Region. Now, still Southern Region with the ball in their hands. Through the hooker, and Tando Kambi they come. Takes it back into the forwards. Still Southern ball. Now a long wide pass, and it's intercepted by the winger, the green tutor of Paarl, and through the hands they go. That big inside centre, Ian Thomas gathers it now. Paarl still with ball in hand. Out it comes. Big runners and big forwards going. It's Quipman, the Hagen Quipman took it up that time. Offloaded nicely in the tackle. And it's still Paarl, but it's going to be slow ball at the ruck. The ref says there's advantage. Tackler not rolling away, so they've got a free hit here. Does the Paarl side as they come through the outside centre now. It is just Joshua Walters who saw a 50-50 gap there. Ref says no, let's get back. Tackler didn't roll away, so it will be a penalty in the favour of Paarl. And I'm pretty sure that it will go for Paarl this time. Captain Calvin Lee Badenhorst. As we can see the infringement there. It happened just a little bit earlier than that. And captain of Paarl's side, Calvin Lee Badenhorst, the flanker, the blind side flanker, decides let's go for post and see if we can stretch our lead even a little bit further. And the kick looks good this time. So Walscott looks like he's brought his kicking boots with him today. And the score moves on to 8-0. We've had just over 13 minutes of play. And Paarl, the home team, hits the lead. Or they've been in the lead, but they stretched their lead by 8 points to 0. Now the kick-off, nice hanging one this time by the Southern team. Collected. Oh, just knocked on. And there was a bit of dangerous play, and it was Driscoll who got under that one, but it seemed like a boot might have just caught him on the head as one of the Southern players contested that one out of the air. There might be a bit of foul play here that the referee's not very happy with. He's explaining it now to Captain Aidan Brooks. So see what his final decision is, but it looks like Zaya Driscoll is back on his feet. There's a swirl of the neck around a bit. It's wonderful what the water here in Paarl can do to his injuries. And it will be a penalty. As the referee says, there was a bit of dangerous play, playing the man in the air. It's not allowed, obviously. And Driscoll will try and find some touch. He's very up and tight, close to the touchline on the near side. But he does very, very well. It's a fantastic kick by the fly-off of Paarl, who finds touch inside the half, say halfway between the 22 and halfway line of Southern Region. So they'll be on the attack again, Paarl. Posting with some tall players, lanky, tall players in the forwards. They certainly have the upper hand when it comes to length in the forwards, and also in size, it seems, and weight. And it's taken well by that man, Zaya Driscoll. But the referee said there was illegal play. So a bit of an injury again to Driscoll. So the penalty coming to the side of Southern. Paarl forwards, just the jumper was just leaning on one of the players of the Southern side. It was Driscoll, who took it well out of the line out, but has done so illegally by resting on one of the Southern forwards. Hence the penalty. As they decide to play quickly, as the captain. He's done a lot of work up until now. That's the captain. He takes the kicks, he does the running. Aidan Brooks, that is the captain of Southern side. Now they come through the hands. They've got some pace on the outside. It was the outside centre, Junior Onke. We had a good run there, made a few meters, but he was tackled well. Now in the ruck, it's a bit of slow ball here as they come through the lock forward, John Mahebe. Again, scrum off now. Kondlo gives it away to his backs. It's the big loose head prop, Joshua Dirks. And he gets stopped in his tracks. Now, to the backs they go. Ndibi giving a little stab kick over the top. He knew he had the bit of advantage there. As the ref says, no, they were offside, the back line. It's a good touch finder by the fly half in Ndibi. Inside the fine touch, inside the 22 of Paarl. And they are on the attack. It will be their first attacking line out. It will be the hooker, Ntando Mkambi, who will put it into the line out. So to the front, to Van der Westhuys, and he goes again, but it's a sloppy ball. It's been knocked on by the Paarl forwards, who contested it well, but Southern they've retained the ball, the possession of the ball. Now, through the backs they come. To the big inside centre, they go Diego Davids. And it's been stolen by Paarl. Yeah, referee says that was all legally done, and there's some back chatting to the ref. And ill discipline by the Southern team, and which adds to another 10 metres for the Paarl side.
Go.
So to our viewers at home, just apologies. There's been a change, and Joshua Dirks, actually, the loose head, is now tight head of Southern region. And Chad Tiebus is the man with the number 1 jersey. So number 1 and 3 has changed around. We do apologize for the confusion there. We just received word that the 2 props have changed around. It will be now on the halfway line. Throw in for Paarl side. Jovan Walters, the hooker, to put it in. And he finds the 70s captain, Badenhorst. Now it comes. Strong run by Johan Spotta. Still it comes on the side of Paarl. Inside centre now. It was Ian Thomas, a big strong lad. So it was going off their feet at the ruck, hit the Paarl side, so that's what the penalty was for. Thank you.
Hold on, Calvin! Go up, go up! Hands down, move!
Throwing in the line out, short line out this time. 4 men involved. And Van der Westhuizen is the choice again as he slaps it back to his own side. But Driscoll trying to get through with a sloppy ball for Southern, who's under pressure. Yeah, there might be a try. The referee says no. Pushing the man, there was some off the ball play. As Southern team come now through the captain with a quick tap and go. Wasn't held in the tackle, so Paarl team wasn't 10 meters, so they get the extra 10, does the Southern team. So Paarl will want to watch their discipline. They were on the attack there, but they ill discipline cost them, and giving the Southern team opportunity to get out of their own territory. Now just outside the 22, the Southern team, again, looking to their captain, the 8th man. He gets hit hard. Crooks playing, he's the first receiver, but now again they go to the fly half. This time it's not a very good kick, and it's in the hands of De La Douce, the right wing of Paarl, who's still on his feet and still going. He's got some pace and good feet. Unfortunately, the feet too good. The feet just too good that time as he goes into touch. It was a good run by La Douce, the right winger from Paarl region. La Douce playing with Rugby for Rangers. The kick not good this time, unfortunately. Wolskut missing that one. Score will be 13-0 with 11 minutes to play in the first half.
Castro!
This time Driscoll, the lock, who's also been a busy player. Wolskut now inside his own 22, but was taken back, so he can't kick it out directly. And the bounce of the ball just deceiving the players of Southern region. Paarl gets away with it, but then off the side of the boot, O'Case was the man in possession of it, but then off the side of the boot, just slicing it directly into touch. And it will be come back for the throw in. It will be a Southern region lineup in between the halfway line and the 22-meter line of the Southern region team. It's trailing 13-0 with about 9 minutes, sorry, just under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Fourth line out, more south. And changing tactics. They go to the prop, Turks. Like referee says, no, he didn't go the 5, so change now to position. Now goes to Paarl, and it will be the hooker, Joban Walters, who's also been a strong and very fiery player in this first half this far. He finds Driscoll, his jumper. Is it the spotter who gets it out to his back line now? Still on the side. Well, okay. And then Wolskut getting a kick over the top, but the referee says kicker was in front of the ball. They'll have to come back. Just those little mistakes creeping in the side of Paarl. They're enjoying possession of the ball, and they also territory. They've been in charge of territory this whole game thus far. Now, Southern team trying to run. Now Paarl tried to hold up the player. Taking too long, Southern team. Taking too long to get that one out. So ref says no. Turnover ball. So we scrum to Paarl. Inside, just inside the own half. And there's been some replacements coming on. And Tandu coming on to the field. And number 16 and 22, Devin Arends coming on to the field. On the backs. So, Tandu, the forward player, he's replacing the flanker, Diego Cozet. Devin Arends, number 22, replacing the fly half, Kibelo. Kibelo was the fly half, so he's now left the field, but as Paarl gets this thrown into the scrum. Wolskett running at the line hard, gives it inside to his inside centre, Thomas. He's making some meters. He's made about 10 or 15 of them. Again, quick ball by O'Case. One of the big runners there, it wasn't Carolison, but he got stopped in his tracks. Now the captain. Looks like a high tackle there. What does the referee say? No, he says it was fine. It's the captain, Darwin, also took it up. Still on the side of Paarl. O'Case needs quick ball. He comes to his big forward running again. He's that hooker, Javon Walters again. Okay, now to Wolskett. Wolskett dummy, and to his outside centre he goes. Walters, it is. He's brought down just short of the line. On the try line there. Okay, go to the left. Don't know where they go. Quick change of direction by O'Case. The scrum off. And it looks like the second, it might be the second one. We just want to clarify that for the fullback. Yeah, it's that 15. Jade Wildevilliers again. In for his second, this time in the opposite corner of the field. So the first one he went over in the right side. And the second one he goes over in the left corner. So stretching the lead is Paarl now. 18 points. With a kick to come, it looks good. He's going to curl in. The flags, they stay down unfortunately for him. And it remains 18-0 on the side of Paarl under 20. Just want to say thank you to Western Province Rugby Union again, making it possible for us to bring you this game live from the JOSAPHAT here in Paarl. And CTC Sports, as well as Score, the sponsors for this game, for the games happening here in Paarl this afternoon at the JOSAPHAT. It's Alton Music bringing you the rugby regional challenge, cup challenge live from the JOSAPHAT. As Paarl comes away with it now. On the front foot yard, making most of the play, enjoying most of the possession and territory as they're back in the half of Southern team, Southern regional team. But now Southerns have secured this ball. It's a slow ball. Now through the prop, Chad Tevis. They come. If he says tackler not rolling away, so it'll be a penalty and a relieving penalty for them for the side of the South. He's playing from left to right with the red and blue and black strip. And Paarl under 20s, Paarl regional team under 20s with the blue jerseys. As it's through their lock now, Driscoll. He's been everywhere. He's done a lot of work this afternoon here. That time he tried the kick. Didn't exactly work out the way he would have loved to. But nevertheless, ball is still in play. I think the best thing SAST should do now is just to get the play going in the right side of the field where they want to be. Most of the play happening behind the advantage line and in their own half. They want to get away from there. Ref says fine, play on as the captain, Brooks again. He's been one man alone who's been doing all the work and all the play for the South team. Now through the forwards they come again. Offside advantage, penalty advantage to the South. And it's the replacement. Arends who's taking now position at fly half. He's the replacement on the field. And it's still South. with the possession of the ball. They do have the penalty advantage. Van der Beek stays in the lock forward, driving it up, making a meter or so. Now, there's no advantage. We were expecting that. The referee says there was no advantage. There was offside play by the Paarl side. So we come back to the penalty on the 10-meter line. To the half of Paarl. Again, decision time for the captain. Captain Brooks decides he's going to go for Poles. Well, he's not going to take the kick this time. He's going to be leaving it to the replacement 5 Orange. He's going to have a go at the Poles to see if they can get their team on the scoreboard. The kick unsuccessful as Paarl decided they're not going to kick it away. They're going to keep running with it. Now, Sporter. The flanker finding himself in the back line and trying to get the ball quickly through the hands, but unfortunately not the best pass from the flanker. I think he would have done great if he just did what he does very well. If he just did what he does very well, is running with it, ball in hand and strong. Good runner with ball in hand, strong player, feisty player he is. But it will be a scrum put in for Asefile Fumanenze. A strong, steady scrum by both teams. His wheels around. Referee says there's a penalty advantage for Paarl walking around. South gets away with it. Then it's the captain Brooks again. I wonder if this man will still have that fire in him in the second half, because he's been working, a real workhorse and leading by example, the captain of the Southern team. And it's going to be a scrum just inside the 22. Just inside the 22 of the Southern, of the Paarl side. Now, ball comes out to the backside. It's the outside centre. Malbe. Sipe. Malimbe. And it's back to where the scrum was earlier. Now through the hands they go. As it is Trando, the man from Kayalicha, with a strong run, but he gets stopped there. 2 meters he made. Back to the forwards it comes. And now to the back line, giving to the big runners. Orange, the man doing duty at fly-off. Through the 5 with the lock forward, Mahebe. He gets stopped though. Again, it's an outside centre, Malimbe. And it's a penalty advantage for Paarl going off their feet and over the ruck, not staying on their feet, not supporting their own body weight. Through the big runners again, Joshua Dirks. He's also had a storming game with some good runs and taking the ball forward. Orange now, giving it to his fullback. Frika now again to Malembe. And over the goal. Referee says try time, he's happy. He's happy with Malembe going over in the right hand corner, staying on his feet and doing very well. As you can see, fullback taking it in, then offload to Brooks, and then Brooks to Malembe, then to the right winger, back inside to Malembe. He did very well to stay in support of the runner. It was Mr. Razek, Anim Razek, The guy from the Titans, he got the inside pop off to Malembe. And over they went for their first try. So, score 18-5 with time up in the first half. Still the kick to come. As they hit this one, it's the fullback, Mafrika, and it's over it goes. 18-7 over. And that will bring the end to the first half, ladies and gents. Score 18-7. Please don't go away, as we'll be with you in a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, once again good afternoon. If you've just tuned in, we're taking a half-time break between the under-20s of Paarl and the visitors, the southern region. With me is Mr. Johan Arendse, the coordinator of the southern region. Welcome, Mr. Arendse, here at JOSAPHAT in Paarl. It's not the sunny weather we would have loved, but it is winter and it is rugby. We're happy. So welcome here to you and your region. Having a good day? Are you happy with what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I'm happy. We were behind and they came back now. Surprise, nice try. It was 7-18, but they will play better later on.
Yeah, they're on the roll. They're certainly on the front foot in the last few minutes. Just going to your region, what a wonderful opportunity it is for these youngsters, and I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of the young boys, or young men, I should say, who is not here today, but there's still plenty of talent. Are you the way the competition or the regional challenge is going?
Yeah, the players are very excited to come and play here. There is a few that are not here. Challenges, transport from, because we have players over the peninsula, from Marsi there to Kailicha, Bunia, all this side and so on. But they're excited and we will do better now from here on.
You say in the regional structure?
Yeah, the players know each other now. They learn it to know each other. So they play now together. They know the person next to them. So we're excited for the other games that is left. Yeah,
excited about games still to follow. Yeah. And so if you say, is there more people, more players you want to involve? How can we do better, or how can you do better in your region to get more players to your region or playing regional matches?
Yeah, we have a squad about 30 players in the 20s and seniors. So they come to practice and then we select the 23 out of that squad. And the others are there, they're on standby. So they also, by every match, they change the players and give everybody a chance. So that's what the coaches are doing.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Arendse, we say thank you very much and all the best for the rest of this day. And for all the matches to follow also. So that is Mr. Arendse. Mr. Arendse, we say thank you. And straight away we will cut over to Mr. Pompies Williams, who is a very well-known figure in South Africa, not only in Paarl, but in the West, or not only in the Western Cape, I should say, but in South Africa and the world, I should say. Mr. Pompies Williams, good afternoon and welcome. Hoop het gaan goed, meneer.
Yes, yeah. No, thank you very much, Elton. It's nice to be here at the sport facility, the JOSAPHAT Rugby Stadium, a stadium which I played a lot of big provincial rugby. So it's really a good time for me to be at the stadium.
That's the way I want to just connect with that. I want to relate to that. It must warm your heart to see, Mr. Williams, to see the young talent that is on display here, and also the opportunities the young guys are getting these days. Maybe opportunities that some of your players and you, maybe yourself, didn't get so much of in your days. And you happy with it?
Yeah, I think this is a very, very good platform because in Paarl we are quite a big rugby community. We've got a lot of primary schools, high schools, and then the two big rugby schools in South Africa, Paarl Gymnasium and Paarl Boysa is also associated here. So with this competition, the regional competition, it brings opportunities for a lot of youngsters that's out there to give them chances to extend their rugby and take it.
Advice you can give to young players of the age. So some players after school think, okay, now I'm just going to carry on with whatever and not continue the journey because they're not getting selected maybe for this game or that game, and they give up. Any advice for them?
Yes, my advice to them is because we've got this regional competition where they can expand their talents, expose their talents. This is a very good platform, and my news to them is stay disciplined, stay motivated, and always be respectful.
Fantastic. There you have it, from advice from a very a legend, I should say, in all parts of this country and even overseas, internationally. Mr. Paarl Williams, absolute pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for the work you're also doing in the community and wherever you go, and all the best for today and for the rest of the season that lies ahead.
Yes, I just want to add one thing. Elton was one of my ball boys when I was playing in my 100th game for Western Province League at Forest Stadium. So he was still a little chocolate boy, and he was a ball boy at that game. Thank you very much.
That is correct, yes. It was years ago, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you, sir, and all the best.
Pleasure.
Right, we're into the second half, ladies and gentlemen. And how nice was it of Mr. Johan Arendse from the southern region, the coordinator of the southern region, and then Paarl Williams from the Paarl region. To have them for an interview and to speak to them. Guys who's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. We don't always see the work that these men, the gentlemen, put in, but it was so wonderful to have the gentlemen on the broadcast. Now we're back at the live action. That is 18-7 for the Paarl region in the under 20 match. We've had about 8.5 minutes of play in the second half. My name is Elton Busick. I'm on your comms, on your commentary here today, bringing you this game live from JOSAPHAT. The ball is now, and it's that eighth man. How many times are we going to still mention that name? It's Aiden Brooks, the captain of the southern team, who's played a bar show, like they say in Afrikaans. Now through the runners. They come, the southern team still looking after their ball nicely. Not making meters with that run. Now again, Brooks. There he is again, yet again. All these pick and goes and short runners, sapping the energy of the defense of Paarl. It was a try scorer, the outside Cinder Malembe that time. Now through the big strong run as they go again. Here's Paarl, as it is Turks who takes it up on the attack. Now the pick and drive by Brooks, the captain. He sets off, strong on his feet. Now he gets brought down to ground. Just 2 meters or so short of the line. To the left they come. And in they go, the Southern Region in for another try. And it is Sivenkosi Mafrika, the fullback of the Southern Region, diving over. Always skeptical about those little dives they put in before they score the try. So easy to hurt something. So the score now 18-12 after that try, with a conversion to come, and it's a try scorer. Mr. Mafrika will try and add the 2 points. It's about 7 meters in from the touchline on the left side of the field. He's going to be looking to curl this one in from right to left. It's a good view we have here. As the kick comes in, it looks good. Is it going to curl in? And just to the right. He had the distance, he had a bit of power behind it, but just couldn't curl it in enough. So it stays at 18-12 with 29 minutes to go in the second half of this under-20 clash. Bringing you the live coverage from Paarl. Paarl region versus the Southern Region. Southern Region, the men there from Retreat. And Rocklands and the Titans against the men here from Paarl. Paarl region, obviously the clubs we have here in Paarl. It's Stannets, Violets, Paarl United, Drakenstein, Albions, Young Gardens, Lower Paarl Blues. Drakenstein also involved. So it's a group of players that come together for their region. Now, Southern Region in their own 22 trying to run it out. But it's good defense. It's covering Paarl's, covering the ball with their defense. Now to the backs they go. It's Arends who knocks that one on for the visiting side. So in the possession of Paarl now. And out it comes to Thomas, that inside centre, the big inside centre. He tries to get it away quickly, but then lost forward. But they'll come back for the first knock on. First knock on was by the Southern team. So it'll be a scrum down to Paarl in midfield. We do have some replacements on the field. So Nathan Hendricks and Heinrich van Wyk, I see he's on the field for the Paarl side. And in the front row is still Hilton Bikies from Paarl United. And okay, the scrum off. It's a Woolwater scrum off this is. He'll put it into the scrum. And Wilskut, who's had a good game to fly half off Paarl. Hy gaan bietjie kyk wat sy opsies is. He's got a tiny little blind side he can work with. It's going to be a replacement. It's number 23 is going to enter the field. It's going to be Gregan Kibadu. Gregan Kibadu is going to enter the field. And he's going to take up his position at centre, it seems. So we just await which player is coming off. It's also, I see the Paarl side, number 14, Jaden Ladouce has left the field. So it is for Ladouce. And penalty at scrum time for the South. And here they come, running through the captain now. Offloads wide to the backline, but as they go to ground, they've secured the ball, which is first priority. Now, the big man again. And it's a tight head prop who gets driven back. It was Tjebus who got driven back in the tackle by Paarl, but they've secured the ball. Still in possession is South. Out it comes, but unexpected there. Mafrika wasn't really expecting that one. But it did come out. This time offside play by Paarl, and it will be a penalty, and they will bring some relief, I'm sure. Get away from their trial and away from their territory. It will be Mafrika again who's going for the touchline. And it will be a throw-in for the team from the south. It will be the replacement, Ntando, the hooker. We'll try and find Van der Westhuizen and his jumper again. But it's stolen by Paarl this time. And what is the ref? He's not happy with something. It will be a short arm. The jumper went up illegally there from Paarl's side. So it will be a short arm for the team of the south. Quick tap and go as they go through the replacement. Anethem Ngwane. Out it comes to Mafrika, but he knocks it on. So the southern team trying to go quickly there and make it fasten and make play a little bit faster. But unfortunately, knocked on by Mafrika, the man who's scored the try, one of their tries. It will be a scrum down inside the half of South. It will be a Paarl throw-in. They will feed the scrum, and plans being made in the backs here of the Paarl side, as Wilskut is the general in charge. They're all lined up to the right. But again, there's been some trouble in the scrums for Paarl. They've got a strong scrum, but again, going on the knee. The ref says so. It was a penalty to Southern Region, and Paarl went 10 meters, so there's going to be another 10 meters added here, and there's going to be a card. The referee says technical play, and it will be a yellow card on the side of Paarl. Just want to get the number of the player who's coming off. Knee doing duties for Paarl. Scrum off. Knee waiting for it. Now, Skuring, give it to his 8th-man, Koopman. Strong run, he offloads, and here comes the Paarl side. It was Thomas who tried to offload. The ref said he went backwards, so play goes on. It's again Thomas. Oh, it's a replacement. It was Kibidu. He has a strong game since he's entered the field. The play. Very scrappy play, but territory again. He says no. It was a knock on. scrum will be in favour of Southern Regional team. And at the scrum it will be Usher. Replacement scrum half will put it in.
Bye!
7.5 minutes of play left. And it's the 8-man Cook side. That was Paarl Brooks. He had a very good run and made some good meters there. Now, they need quick ball, but the ball is too slowed up for that pick and drive, but knock on by the captain and 8th man. Certainly for the Southern team, if they had to pick a man of the match in their team today, it will definitely be the captain, Brooks. Hayden Brooks, that is, the man from Rocklands. Strong young man, that is. Good with ball in hand. I say, after he knocks it on. It's gone down, poor ball. And a penalty this time, referee says, losing his bind, there was the prop of South. As the team of Paarl wants to get away with it quickly. Nope, it's going to be Baron. He's going to look for touch, and he finds touch wonderfully just inside the half. Say at the on the halfway line. It's clear on. And it will be a Paarl throw in. Be the hooker, Walters, put it in the line-out. What's he going to look for this time? And he finds his captain, Baardenhorst, caps it. It's scrappy. They've done well to secure it. As Baron loops around, now with a long pass involving his outside backs. And then on the outside is the flying Truter. Cuts it back inside, it gets stopped. Referee not happy, there was a little knock on. Paarl getting very good service from the line out, from the scrum off, and then through the hands it went. And Truter doing exceptionally well and up until the knock on in the tackle. Just a little mistake there. That one was kept in hand, I tell you. The defense of the Southern team is a bit disarray in there. All dear mekaar, so who knows? But nevertheless, we've got a scrum. 5 minutes of play left in this, according to our clock. From the men in blue. And Baardenhorst takes a quick tap. Up it goes. For the end of the match. So that will be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. 25 points to 12 to the team of Paarl. The under-20s won the main match. It is the Paarl region taking on the Southern region. The main match here at JOSAPHAT. My name is Alton Busick, and we're bringing you the coverage live from the Seafield in Paarl. Please stay tuned in, so we'll be back shortly.
Julle bly by mekaar, julle. Asseblief, julle moet ons sien.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the main one. We are live from JOSAPHAT Stadium. The Paarl region will take on the Southern region in this regional challenge cup. And we have a look at the Paarl regional team. The starting lineup for Paarl regional team is 15. We have Lee Grant-Fontaine. There might be some changes, I was told. So Lee Grant-Fontaine, fullback. Cassius Williams, Keenan Davis, and Mark Andries are the men in the centres. Wing, Luke Rollison. At 10 we have Keenan Williams. 9, Diego Adams. At number 8, Riquan Joseph. 7 is Duran van Wyk. Then Aquino Adams comes. Half time. Electricity up. It seems we have fixed it. Half time. Well, the score show. The score is 19-3 in the favour of the Paarl regional side. And we've had three tries. I beg your pardon, 3 tries. 2 were converted. 19-3 in the favour of Paarl region. Hard work falling on the years here, the southern teams have some opportunities. A lot of rugby has been taking place in the southern regional area and parts of the field. Most rugby have been in their half. And, also mistakes costing Paarl region another try. Just missed that one. Adams later off Paarl region, going over the line, but then losing the ball. Yup, it'll be exciting second half. We'll wait. Players just enjoying the treat. We do apologize again for the breakage in coverage. Broadcasting, we have some glitches in our broadcasting, our live coverage of the game. We seem to sort out those demons. Eastern Province Rugby Union for this opportunity. Making it a value to bring the coverage from this game today here, JOSAPHAT, bringing you the live game. Bringing you the live game to your telly. Once again, ladies and gents, if you're just tuning into our coverage here, we would just like to apologize for the demons and glitches we had in our broadcasting of this game in the first half. There seemed to be a problem with the electricity outage, but it has been resolved now. We hopefully bring you the live coverage of the second half and keep you updated. Score 19-3 as you can see on your screens, and we're looking forward to the next 40 minutes, the final 40 minutes of this encounter between Paarl region and Southern region. Now into the second half, as we just had the kick-off. A knock on by the forwards from Paarl, as it will be a put-in into the scrum for South. Aiden Blau's the scrum half of the Southern team. And the first scrum of the second half. Sides have been strong, both teams have been strong in the scrums thus far. As it comes, Blaus comes to his fly half. Salene, he sends away, now the outside centre. Rande cut back inside. Again, Blaus to one of his runners, the big strong 6 ranker, Josh Deploy. He makes a good carry. Blaus to Salene. Now to the pick number 8, Lanzi. They secure the ball nicely, does the Southern team. Some dummy runners coming. Ball goes out to the inside centre. Ndabane. It's still on the side of the Southern team. Now kick over the top, the box kick. But while waiting for it is Luca Rollison takes it well. Now gives it to his fullback. Gives in a kick, but it's not going to find touch, and it's into the hands of the Southern team again. And this time is opposite. Gregory Clearfuss. Good run, but he gets tackled. Now off his feet goes the left wing of Paarl. Luca Rollison off his feet. Quick tap and go. By Blaus. He plays. Is it to his outside centre? And he has a foot in touch. And Davies. Play just stopped now. Forward. And he's come to Paarl this time. And it's gone down. With the Paarl team. Scrum off. Adams, there you go, Adams. We'll put it in. Penalty to Paarl this time. And a quick tap and go by Diego Adams as the ref lets play go on. Play carries on and into the midfield they go. It's Unleash. Again dropping the ball. That must be the 3rd time that he's knocked it on today. The scrum down for the Southern team in midfield. Scrum down, Southern region feed. The 8th man picks up, but it's a penalty. The penalty in the favour of Paarl. It'll be Keenan Williams, the fly half of Paarl. Will try to take Paarl closer to the try line. Into the 22, on the attack they go. Into the 22 of the Southern region. So it will be hooker. Gilroy Lambrecht from Lower Paarl Blues who will have the put in the lineup. And it's Paarl who scores this time. Try time for Paarl. So just a bit of loss in sound, but we'll have a look at it again from the line out. Just go through that try again. It's taken well by the lock. in Bosman, then coming out to the backs quickly, and a straight and very good line running by Keenan Davis. Six. 26 points to 3. And we've had 6 minutes of play in the second half. Kick-off been taken by Shamaf Blaus, Aiden Blaus. He's had a good game. This one he lets it hang high, but it's going to be a bit too much petrol on that one. Just a little bit too much petrol on that one, so it will go directly into touch, and they'll come back options for the Paarl region, and they'll choose to scrum. As we'll see some replacements on now for the southern team. It'll be 21 for Wiles Crowcamp coming on, and also number 18, Anele Insidani. 18 and 21 on the field. Yeah. Once again, we just like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the breakage in covering the match earlier in the first half. The glitches we had, the technical problems we had. So we'd like to say we clearly apologize for that. It has been sorted out, it seems, and we'll bring you this full second half of this clash between Paarl region and Southern region. Score at the moment is 26 points to 3, and there's about 32 minutes and a little bit left in this first half. In the second half, I beg your pardon. As it is Gilroy Lambrechts again for the Paarl side, who will put it in. He's going to look for his jumpers. As they go to Adams. He gets it now to the forwards. They go. The runners. Williams putting away his forwards there. That's good ball as they decide to come to the quick right. It's Andres who hits a good cap and he gives it out to his right winger. Cassius Williams were in for all money, which should have been a brilliant score for them. Just unfortunately, Williams, the winger, Cassius that is, couldn't hang on to that one and gets knocked on. That was certainly another 5-pointer for them. But it's now a line out. The result, it's a line out for the southern team. This one, the throw goes over the top. Sloppy play from the line out from the southern team. Paarl has secured the ball as they're into the 22, going to work inside the 22, but the referee says no, illegally done. And it's quick play by South. Quick play by South. And there's advantage here for the forward pass from the southern team. So it's advantage for Paarl. Scrum advantage it is. Now again through the hands, here comes Captain Jones. He has a good offload. Again, Adams to Jones. Ooh, big hit on the number 4, Omar Daniels. Took a huge hit, but Adams now putting Williams into a nice gap. Rev says no play on, advantage is over, so play goes on and carries on. Southern have turned us over, and now they come through the hands. It's the 8th man, Nlanzi. He gives it out to his winger, back to number 13. To the inside they go, and then intercepted by Jones, the captain, and the prop forward. Southern thought they were away for all money, but then the prop forward and captain, as we have another look, Liam Jones, number 1, intercepting and putting the props around the country. They love to see that one again and again and again. Wonderful play. And in he goes over the line, another fifer for the Paarl side. And the kick still to come. Keenan Williams is going to take the kick. And the kick looks good. It's over. 2 more points added. (33-3) then the score. Into the second half, 33-3. It is. We've had 11 minutes of play, and replacements coming on now. Yonga, the number 20 jersey is on, and number 23, Lucas, is on the field. Gregory Cleofras has left the field for the Southern team. Now, big, nice, high hanging kick again, kick off. Now, it went backwards with the hands of Southern, so Paarl gets the ball in their hands, and Williams with a kick downfield. He wants to play rugby, 22 of the Southern team. Now, they've recovered it nicely. Out it comes now. Little knock on from the Southern team as Paarl picks up the scraps, and it's through the number 18, Gershwin Boyson. The replacement that they come. But the ref says no, let's stop it right there. Scrappy play. Gershwin Boyson's on the field. And will be a put-in for the Paarl team. On the 22-meter line of the Southern region. On the attack, Paarl is now Adams, Diego Adams. It is the scrum half of Paarl, awaiting patiently for the scrum to set. Now we have a steady one. We have a steady one this time. It's a good scrum by both sides. As I say it goes down. Right, can we have a proper scrum this time? Yes, it looks much better as it's picked up by the 8th man. Now, Andries, that strong man, Mark Andries at the 12, he has a good run. It's offloaded now, into his forwards they go. Gershwin Boyson again with ball in hand. Good carry by him. Scrum off, Adams gets it out to his backs. And in the backs there's also some forwards, but it's now Luke Carolison looking for his second. He gets brought down about 5 meters or so short of the line. And Paarl trying to dive over for the try in the corner. Ref says no. There was a knock on by the Southern team, so it will be a Paarl scrum. He brings them back to about halfway between the 22 and the try line. It will be a scrum down in the favor of Paarl, who's enjoying a 30-point lead at the moment. 25 minutes to go. Mr. Dick Benjamin, who's on the field. Number 20 for Paarl. Looks like Keenan Williams have moved out to the wing. Like Cassius Williams has left the field for us. So now it comes to Benjamin through the hands. Andries, Benjamin again. He gives it out to Williams. Williams looking for some support on the outside, but he couldn't find Timmy. Pass just went behind the back and he couldn't find Timmy. So pass into no man's land and it rolls out over the touch line. And it will be a line out. Still inside the 22 of the Southern region. Also Kent Williams seems to be on the field. So is Paarl going to contest this one? I'm sure they will. Now the throw comes in eventually. Ball well secured by the Southern team. What they're going to do this time, it's a kick into the midfield. It goes from fly half Solani. Paarl lets it bounce, and it bounces all the way over the far touch line. There'll be no throw in, quick throw in, so normal setup for this line out. And replacements coming on. It will be Kenwin Osborne will be replaced on the Southern side by number 16, Warren Summers, making his entry. I'm sure we'll have still a few replacements coming on. Paarl already has made quite a few substitutes, taken well out of the line out by the Paarl locks. Benjamin, he gives a skip pass, comes off the head, it seems. Oh, so ref says play on. It came off the head of the outside centre, Davids. And Timmy gets thrown into touch. It was a los lappie. Maar hy is alles fine. Hy's op sy voete. And play continues. Ref says the pass went a bit forward. So they'll come back for the scrum down. It came off the hand of the Southern region player who tried to intercept that pass, that strong pass from Benjamin. So it will be a put in for Diego Adams yet again, as it is a Paarl scrum. And it's a strong time walking around, and the ref's arm is out. It will be a penalty advantage here. Benjamin now giving it to Andries, the strong runner again, the centre. Adams with a good ball to Benjamin. Now with a long wide pass to Luke Carolison on the left wing, far left wing. But there's a knock on, so there'll be no advantage. They'll come back to the side of the field where there'll be a penalty for the scrum. And the referee, double blow always means a little bit of trouble, or there'll be a talking to. Might be just a warning. That will go to the Southern side. And yes, he calls closer the captain, Richmond Warris. And he'll explain that they were hawking around that one and they're not allowed to. It will be a penalty to the Paarl regional side. And the decision by Captain Jones is let's go to the line. Looks like Liam Jones, the captain, is off. I'll get the number of his replacement. And Paarl takes the play. About 7 meters or so away from the try line. From the try line of the Southern team. Here comes Paarl now. They're going to put up the maul. Strong maul going, and it's still going. Now brought to underground. The ref is illegally so. So they have the free hit, does Paarl. And there's a cut through the line. A short ball given by Andries. Everyone expected Andries to take it up, but he confused the defense and gave it the short pop ball to a strong running Keenan Williams. Wearing the number 10, but doing duty out on the wing, but this time cutting inside. Lovely line of running and an easy 5-pointer for Keenan Williams under the post. That will take the score up to 38-3 in the favour for the men from Paarl, and the quick drop kick will be taken. And he adds the 2 to his own try, which will take it up to 40 points. So 40 points to 3 points it is for the Paarl side, with just under 20 minutes left to play. Kick-off coming now. Nice hanging one. By the Southern team, but taken, very well taken by Josephs. Scrum down. It was lost by the Paarl team. Scrum down in the favour of Southern team. Southern team feeling that they will have to get closer and spend more time in the T22 of the Paarl side if they want to get anything to take home with them. So out it comes, too far half. Selene gives it to his backs, his outside backs. Change the direction of running, strong running, but the Paarl's keeping this one up, they're holding this one up, but it does come out on the side of the Southern team. Out it comes through the 8th man, and then a beautiful delivery to the Dabani. He's still going, Dabani, gets brought down to ground in the 22 of Paarl. Was that done legally? Ref says yes. It was Paarl's players who was all over that one. That was fantastic play by the forwards, the loose forwards of Paarl, who stole that one and was holding on by the Southern team, hence the penalty. Now, we'll try and get out of the 22. Beautiful line kick, and they find the touch. Just the other side of the 10-meter line in their own territory is Paarl now. It will be there throwing in the line out, so don't bother them too much. As long as Gilroy Lumbres can find his trumpers. Line out call comes in. 4-men line out for Paarl as it goes to the back to Josephs. Can he get hold of it? No, he can't. And then Adams tried to clean up, but he knocks it on. So the Southern team has the ball in their hands. Is there going to be any advantage for the scrum? Ref says no. Let's go back for the knock on by Adams. And it's going to be a scrum down for the team of the South. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing you this game live from JOSAPHAT. Thank you to Western Province Rugby Union and also our sponsor CTC Sports and Score Energy Drinks, making it possible for us to bring this game to you. We do apologize for the technical problems we had in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. And our technicians were struggling a bit with the power outage, but it is all rectified now. And watch the game in the comfort of your home on our YouTube channel. Now, as Southern team comes away with it through the 21 for Was Krokamp, the replacement it was. Looking for the pick and drive is the big Carl Rosen it is, I should say. And again, he's had a good storming game with Vishwan Vallis, the captain of the Southern team. He's had a very good game for his team. Now through the back line they come, through the backs. It is Lucas. Zahi Lucas trying to find a little hole. He's pulled down the ground. Still it's Southern ball. And through the lock forward they come now. Lyle Nicholson as it makes a meter or two. Referee saying that Paarl, you should stay onside. Just watch the line closely. Again, it's the captain, Boris, trying to hammer his way through the middle. He stopped in his track. Change the direction. This time they go out to the far side. Rosen. Summers, sorry, is on the field. Yep, through the backs they come again, and then it's the 8th man who gets a huge hit on him and get carried back, but it's still going. Varys again has to do the clean-up work. Still on the Southern side. They're keeping ball in hand, but they're not making many meters. Now they're making meters, and it could be trouble here for Paarl as they go over in the corner and try given. It's try given, and it was Lucas. Went over in the left-hand corner. Beautiful, beautiful. Worked try. They were patient. kept ball in hand, and just as I was saying they're not making meters, they made some meters just to prove me wrong, and then going over in the corner, getting a 5-pointer for the team from the south as we await the kick. It will be number 21 for Wiles Crowcombe, taking the kick with his left boot. See a bit of mist coming in here again. JOSAPHAT, quite chilly day here today. So Wiles Crowcombe, this one is going to miss. It's going to be short and a little bit to the right. So score will remain, will be then 40 points to 8. And it's Williams who's going to restart the match for us. Nice hanging one as we've come used to it now. Accustomed to it, these nice hanging kicks, but it's taken well by the 8th man, Mlanzi, who's been a busy number 8 today for the southern team. He's been working his backside off. And again, it's a strong carry by the big guy. It's a penalty for the southern team. Out it comes on the southern side again. And it's a big front rower again. And then it's a penalty advantage for the southern team. Just I just want to rectify something, ladies and gents. Carl Rossen is the man for the southern side in the number 18 jersey. It's Carl Rossen, and it's not Warren Summers. So we just have a stoppage in time here for attention being paid to one of the Paarl players. But he's up on his feet. It's a bit ginger. It's a bit dingy and a bit, as he gets up slowly, it looks like it could be a knee. He was clutching his knee a little bit. The play goes on. And on the field, back on the field, is Fitboy. As the tap goes now. Can't say it's a quick tap, but it's a tap for the southern team as they still carry it on, and it's a good run here by Nicholson. The lock forward, he's still on his feet and he's still going, working hard, waiting for support from his forwards. Now it comes in as they go to ground. It will still be ball for the southern team, but it's turned. The referee says, oh, hang on. Paarl has turned it over. Southern team has taken it in. Says team of the south. You took it in. And it was turned over. Held up long enough by the Paarl forwards, who's done well in earning the scrum there. So it was Gershwin Boyson who came off the field with that knee injury. Let's hope all is okay with him. Doesn't look too serious as he's up on his feet and walking. Now, here comes Williams for Paarl. He gives it to other Williams. Now they give it to Timmy. And was that a deliberate knockdown? Ref says yes, it might be deliberate knockdown, and even in the card here, what does the ref say? No, he says, let's just play the scrum knockdown. It's not deliberate. It looked a bit different from where we're standing, but we're not on the field and that close as the ref is. So it will be a scrum to Paarl, and Adams, the scrummer, will feed. Still remains the same, 40 points to 8, and there's 9.5 minutes of play left, according to our clock. Short arm, and Adams goes quickly. He can't be played by the men around him. He gets a good tackle made. as he flings the ball back inside, and the Southern team comes out, trumps with it. It's a very good tackle made by Herman, Ethan Herman, 22 replacement for Southern. They still have it on their side. Out it comes now to the Southern team. It is big hits and big tackles still at this time in the game coming in from the Paarl side. No matter what the score is, they're still playing as if it's the first half. Now, South, they've got to look after their ball. It is Crowcamp who still has the ball. Long pass out it goes to Herman, but ref calls them back. It will be a penalty for the team, the Southern team in midfield. They're still playing too much rugby in their half. But as the tap goes, now it's captain again. He's had a stormer of a game. And it will be, there's some time off, yeah. So ref goes to the pocket, and it'll be a card, a yellow card to number 6, Williams. As Southern team taps again quickly, and they keep playing. They don't want to stop now. They want to get some more points on the board. So it will be run down on the far side in favor of the Paarl team. Time running out here. 7 minutes, 7 and a bit minutes left in this second half, the final half of this clash. So the Southern team running out of time. Score 40 points to 8. Once again, Adams, scrum off, be putting this one in. It'll be easy to say, it can be easy to say which favour this game will go. We look at the clock, and I'm sure Paarl will want to add to their tally, stretch their lead as it comes through now. Benjamin with a long pass out wide to Timmy. He's on the run. He gets stopped though. They're into the half of the South. Now Adams. Oh, sorry, it was not Adams. It was the fullback. Tain was doing duty at scrum off. Now it comes through the hands again. It's the outside centre. Davids gets brought down to ground in the 22. Benjamin, long pass out wide to his inside centre, who's doing duty out wide. They want to secure this ball quickly. Get quick ball, turn this over. Now, problems, but it's getting taken quickly again. And play is carrying on quick and fast. Into the 22 then more. They pick up and drive. Now it comes to the backs. Through Adams. Benjamin. Try again with a long pass. Doesn't work out once again. Graphic Africa also on the field. It looks like it's league ground for Tain doing duty at 9 now. So he's changed positions. Right, Paarl going for the line out. Now there's another change. Number 17, the young Jasper van der Westhuizen, who did so well in the under-20 game. He goes on the field and he replaces Lyle Nicholson, who also had a very good game. It will be a throw-in, an attacking line-out. 5-man line-out for Paarl region. They go to the back. And they find Joseph. Now the big hard drive comes in. And over the top they go. Pick and go. And ref says, well, first he gave a try. Let's see what his decision is. Final decision. As he walks over to his assistant referee. Maybe there was a little bit of an infringement that he didn't pick up straight away. And the try is given. as you see, to the back of the line out they went, and then the forwards peeling around, and just short of the line they were brought down, but then over the top was the number 8, Joseph.
45-8.
Number 8, Joseph went over for yet another try for Paarl region. With a kick to come, it looks like Keenan Williams, yes, lining up this kick again. See if he can add the extra 2. Paarl now approaching the 50 tally mark, and this one goes over as he takes it up to 47. 47-8 the score then, with about 3 minutes to go in this encounter. As I said, Paarl now trying to get, I'm pretty sure this southern team will not give up, as we've seen already. He's fighting and fighting till the end here. Warren Summers also on the field, the number 16 jersey for the southern regional team. And up they go, it's Bosman. He's been working hard today in the loose and in the lineouts. He's done pretty well today, I tell you. Now over the top they go. It's a wonderful, wonderful kick by the Paarl region. It was Lee Grant for Tyne. He was doing duty at 9. He's got the number 15 jersey on his back. But he was over the top, a fantastic kick that rolled into touch just in front of us here on the 10-meter line of South. It will be Warren Summers, that man we just spoke about earlier, who will do the line-out duty. Looking to find Van der Westhuizen, the tall fella, and he taps it back nicely for his scrum off. Bit of a scrappy ball, but they've done well to recover it. Did Crow come? It's done very, very well. The southern team now secures the ball. And out it goes to the big runners, to the back line they go. There's some forwards in there, he's doing some good running. And tell you what, outside, his man has been busy, he's Lande. Done well, but this time an extra roll not allowed. So it will be a penalty to the Paarl team. And what's the decision? Yeah, Williams steps up, looking to go to that line out again. That's been working well for them. And it's Daniels back on the field. Yellow card back on the field. After spending a bit of time in on the naughty chair, did he? Daniels. Have a line out, an attacking one, as we said, again for Paarl. It's been working well for them. Will that be their weapon of choice, the rolling maul, or will we see those skillful forwards, those loose forwards of them coming around the corner and peeling off again? As they go to the back once again, taken well, and yes, we do see that it's Bosman, the lock forward that comes around. He gets taken down. 7 meters from the try line, out to the backs they come. Now in at the hands of Africa, replacement. He pops it inside to Timmy. He's over. Well played. What a try it is. The long pass coming in. Beautiful work try from the line out. It was Bosman, the lock forward, came around the corner, and he had a good run. Took the play into the midfield. Then quick ball was needed, and quick ball it was. Benjamin with a long pass out to Africa, spotted the gap between two players, drew both of them in, and then popped it off to the inside, and Timmy went over for yet another score, and that will be the 50, and that will also be the end of the game after this kick, I'm pretty sure, ladies and gentlemen. 52-8, the time up on the clock. Just wait for this kick. Kick taken now. Lead round for Tyne this time, and he slots it right in between the uprights, and it'll be 54-52. 54-8, the final score in favour of the Paarl region. Running away with it, the Paarl region, especially. Lots of guts. And hats off for the effort that was given by the southern team. They really tried hard. Just in the end, not enough possession. They had more possession than they had in the first half, I could say. But just in territory-wise, every time the Paarl region entered their 22, there was points on the board. So well done. Well-coached side, you can also see, is the Paarl regional team. Congratulations to them for the victory of 54-8. And once again, thank you to Western Province Rugby Union, CTC Sports and SCORE for sponsoring and making it possible for us to broadcast this game. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're here after the main game we just concluded the main game, and a wonderful victory for the Paarl regional team over the counterparts from the south, the southern region, 54 points to 8, and what an enjoyable match we had. With me at the moment, at the end of the game, we have Mr. Iver van Schoor, the coordinator of the Paarl region. Mr. van Schoor, happy with the result?
Definitely. Hard work pays off, and the guys put in everything during the week. And now we only have the week to prepare for a match because of the other league fixtures. But at the end of the day, the guys put in effort, and we reap the fruits of all the hard work that we put in.
Yeah, and just a little bit away from the rugby, happy with how proceedings went for the day, the organisation. It's always difficult, you have so much stuff to do on the day and something can go wrong, but happy with how things are going?
Yes, logistics will always be part of rugby, and we have some challenges with the power, but it's sorted out at the end of the day. But otherwise, our logistical arrangement was good, and as I said, we prepare for such things to make sure that everything is in place on match day.
Fantastic. And Mr. van Schoor, with the regional challenge and how things have been going in this competition, Are you happy with it? Is there little things that you would like to change, or what are you so happy about it? And what things you think in future you can do better?
I think for us, the regional games and the regional setup for the 4 regions, it's a good thing that Western Province brought in for us to give our guys another opportunity on a higher level to perform and to be competitive against each other and opportunities. And that's what sport are all about, in this case rugby. We want to create opportunities for our players, and that's why the region is a step higher than club level, and the guys enjoy it, and the guys are excited to play in the regional teams. So to expose the talent and the potential, and we are happy for that because we reap the fruits when it comes to the winnings.
So yeah, Mr. Van Schoor, with that, we would, as a team, everybody here would just like to thank for your organization and your coordination, as you are the man in charge. And thanks, everything was in place. It was so wonderful, and hosting the Southern region here also today. So well done, congratulations, and all the best with what lies ahead for you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
So ladies and gentlemen, with that we say thank you for tuning in and viewing us. And it was Paarl region that was just too strong for the team from the Southern region today here at JOSAPHAT Stadium. Congratulations to them taking the win, 54 points to 8. And thank you to both teams really for enjoyable rugby here today. And travelling here, we say safe travels back home to the Southern teams and also to the home teams. Thank you once again. My name is Alton Busick, and we brought you this game from JOSAPHAT. May you have a blessed evening. So as we're back live, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and I have on my left here the gentlemen from the Paarl region as they're about to announce the players of the match, or matches. And
The match for the second game.
this man of the match for the second game was the under-20s, if I'm right. For the under-20s. Leave it, boy. He's from Windmill. Now, next award is?
The next award, the man of the match, is for today, and that is Rico Joseph. Well done, guys. Congratulate. Draai om die beker. Thank you, guys.
And is it our final award?
Yeah.
And then our final award, then, as the coordinator, Mr. Van Schoor, will mention the name.
We're done. We're done.
Are we done for them?
We are done, yes.
And that is it. Then, as Mr. Van Schoor just told me. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is now the final. Good evening, and drive safely, and be well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. My name is Alton Busick, live from the JOSAPHAT Stadium. Thank you.